Hey, and welcome back. It's been a little while since we last talked about Cyraxx, hasn't it? But before we go any further, I want to thank you for your patience when it comes to my little Cyraxx break that I just had. But after a couple of weeks away from the little guy, or at least not watching him for hours a day for a week at a time, I'm ready to jump back in. When we last left off on July 1st, 2023, Cyraxx posted on Facebook that he had seen the video of the Wilkins family's landlord talking to the police, and this is what he had to say.
This is exactly why I no longer trust Akron police officers. They lied to our landlady about these trolls tearing down our fence and blamed me for it. So fair warning, Akron PD is not to be trusted.
The next day, on July 2nd, Cyraxx's now ex-friend Boogeyman the Clown would do a stream called Chance Wilkins, Fact or Myth.
Hello. I haven't been on live in a while, been busy with work, but given to my past friendship with one Chance Wilkins, we are going to dive deep into the man himself. Now, the reason why this is called Fact or Myth is because I'm going to shed some light on what I know about him.
Boogeyman tells us that he has cut all ties with Cyraxx and that because of it, he wasn't going to be biased on Cyraxx's side.
So, I have cut all ties with the guy. So, it's going to be completely unbiased. I've cut ties with him because of the drama. I've cut ties with him because we'll get more into that here shortly. First, let's start off with Chance Wilkins and I have been friends for over 7, 6, 8 years now. And I have heard rumors of him being a pedophile.
Boogeyman, or Boogie as I'm going to call him from now on, tells the story of what caused him to cut ties with Cyraxx and how Cyraxx would then go on to react to this.
Recently, I had an elderly lady, not like old, but she's like old enough to have a fucking daughter who's underage, reach out to me, let me know, your friend is flirting with my underage daughter. And I'm like, oh, what friend? And then when she said Chance Wilkins' name, I had started deciding to cut ties. Well, that's when I started to make the debate. I had to spoken to my girlfriend, who I will not name. We'll just call her D because her name starts with a D. I showed her and I asked her opinion. She told me she thought it would be best, to cut that drama out of my life, and I agreed. And Chance, I can tell you right now, he has an ego. Everybody has an ego, but his ego is he's never wrong. He's always right. And he has, me and countless other people have told him, look, if this everybody coming at you is bothering you, ignore it or just get off YouTube or Facebook streaming altogether. And does he listen to any of us? And that's why he has lost a lot of his friends, because they tried to help him out. And he acts like that friend is turned against him. Well, Chance is hard-headed. And as far as the whole file thing goes, it started a few years ago. From what I was told, that he was flirting with I believe, 14-year-old. And this 14-year-old was flirting with him. He was flirting back. He sent a dick pic, and he was asking her to basically send pictures back. And what he tells me happened was she told him she was 18 when it all started. And it was after he sent her the dick pic that she had said that, oh, I'm 14 shit to him. Well, I'm like, with that one, I was unsure of. And I just kind of pushed it to the side because I'm like, well, if someone tells you, you know, they're one age out in the beginning and then goes around and tells you something different, that's kind of iffy in my book. But then after that, there were more instances with this. And after a few instances, I'm like, yeah, this is no fucking coincidence. It's not by accident. It's by purpose.
We then get to hear a story of Cyraxx challenging Boogie to a fight and backing out when it got real due to Boogie showing up to Cyraxx's house.
Another fact about Chance is he once said I was a who would never show up to his house. I showed up to his house expecting a fight. Wasn't going to kill him. Was expecting a fight. And, well, he looked nervous, and instead of fighting, he wanted to talk. So I talked. I'm not afraid of people. Another thing about Chance that I've learned over the years is, how do I put this? He's like a politician. He doesn't know how to tell the truth. Or he fabricates the truth to work in his favor.
Boogie then again tells Cyraxx that he's done with him and it's going to be Cyraxx himself that makes his family homeless.
So, why am I making this video? Because I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the drama. It's not worth stress. I'm in a good, healthy relationship, and I'm not going to let the drama cost me my relationship. I'm not going to let this drama affect me seeing my kids. So, you know what? Oh, yay, it's raining again. I think that's rain. Yep. Well, fact of the matter is, Chance, I'm done. I'm not helping you out no more. I'm done defending you. When you can't, calm and sit and calm the fuck down and realize that, if you want people to stop coming at you, you got to stop going at them. Because if you go tit for tat, it's just going to keep going. You cry on video saying you want to stop. You cry on video saying these people are, going to make your family homeless. Dude, suck it up and take responsibility for your actions. You are going to make your family homeless because you keep attacking these people and you keep feeding into them.
The next day, on July 3rd, Cyraxx would go to court, and thankfully, the YouTuber Drader was there to film it.
I just got back from the Akron Municipal Courthouse in downtown Akron. I was there at 9:30 a.m. for Cyraxx's pre-trial. Okay, so I actually went into the court and I stood in the hallway next to Cyraxx, Ed, and Sally.
After telling us exactly what he was doing there, Drader would show some rare footage of Cyraxx in public.
You'll notice here, look how Cyraxx notices me and just stares right at me as he's walking by. And did you see how Ed was kind of like looking up, looking all around and stuff in case there's like snipers? But yeah, it's really weird seeing this shit in person. And he's staring at me. He sees me. Guess what, Cyraxx? There ain't nothing you can do about it. Okay? This is what you created. This is what you wanted. All this attention. Here it is. What are you gonna do? Call the cops? We're in public.
Finally, we then get to see some footage of Cyraxx going home.
There he is, the little scab head. Look at him. Look at him. There he is. You're famous. There they are. Look at them. Don't get hit now. Yeah. There he is. Yeah. Here he goes. Yeah.
Cyraxx would also post this onto his Facebook account when he found out that someone on the farms was secretly stalking him that day. Captain's arrival, 9:06 a.m., Goblin sighted in the waiting area for the courtroom. Edroy on alert for possible predators, so I couldn't snap a picture there. When he was f***ing with his phone, Sally was on alert. He's wearing black jeans and collared shirt, so at least he's somewhat presentable. Sally and Ed are both t-shirt and jeans folks. Ed's playing some phone game, sound on of course. Met someone else there, clearly looking for some reporting. Linked him here. Got me some Cyraxx death glare. Or maybe he was looking at the floor and I got the wonky eye. I may get a shout out. I have a very distinctive appearance.
Everyone wants to know why I'm in fear for mine and my family's lives. Well, you're right here.
The next day, on the 4th of July, the body cam footage of Cyraxx getting arrested would get out thanks to William Gloryhole, and Marty would talk about it on a stream called I Realized I'm Jealous of That Cool First Amendment Auditor Guy Outside of Cyraxx's House. You were right.
Yeah, so William Gloryhole is an absolute legend. He's a great man, brilliant man. Can't thank the guy enough. I think like one thing that sets him apart too is, he's not a sellout like myself. Refuses to accept any money, just does it for the love of the game. And sounds so jovial and lighthearted. Yeah, it is. Let's just get it right off the bat. Let's just put it out there. I am immensely jealous of that really cool guy in the mask. He's like people have said it, and like it took me a while to realize it. Yeah, that guy's a goat. That guy's like the coolest, and I'll never be that cool. No, but I've realized that nobody will be that cool too. So like, it's not something you take personally. The shit we've seen today is just really, really unbelievable. He is, of course, he is cool. No, he is right. No, for sure. Thank you for saying it's okay. Yes. So yeah, man, it's been absolutely phenomenal as always from William Gloryhole, who probably is the best Cyraxx content creator. Just giving us like a purview into his his actual life. And
Marty announced that he would only be covering Cyraxx once a week from now on because Cyraxx is getting boring.
Because they're trying to make me look like this.
Listen, I'm genuinely interested. I'll do Cyraxx one day a week at the most, and that's that. I'm gonna have to deal with it. Sorry, folks. But I don't know what to tell you. He sucks. It's been done for a while. Like, what do you want me to tell you?
It's violent, evil person that I'm not.
Yeah.
Marty then offered to bring on Risky Panacea, Cyraxx's newest right-hand man, onto the stream.
Well, Risky said he would panel up. Not sure if it's real, but thought I would tell you. Yeah. Well, Risky, I don't know if you have my Discord, but yeah, if you want to, man, I'd love to hear from you. At least from my impressions, Risky, and he'll deny this, but he's a guy who's playing a game, and I think he's very good at it. And I respect that. Like, do I enjoy having all of my channels taken down, or like what he does to everyone else? Not necessarily, but from my stance, the guy's playing a game. He's good at it. He's trying to get people upset, and he's doing it. Let's, I send you my Discord. All right, here, hang on a second here.
Risky would then join the stream to debate one of the top Cyraxx re-uploaders, Fedsmoker's Fiends, before Risky said that he wasn't going hard on Marty because Marty showed remorse for fighting Cyraxx.
All right, so Fedsmoker is an ardent critic, and he's and you're like Mr. Wilkins' biggest defender. Like you're striking everyone down, taking everyone down left and right, right? Like and it's the right thing in your opinion.
Well, I do not believe. Well, there is a limit to see. I do not believe in the commodification of harassment to an extent. You and Mr. Wilkins, there were some days when you and Mr. Wilkins were friends, rivals almost, and you would yell at each other, you would scream at each other, but it was never as vicious as it has become. People are trying to...
I did punch him in the face. Like, I don't know if it gets any more vicious than that.
That was a fight. What can you do?
Yeah. It was just like roughhousing and stuff.
I cannot really be blaming you for that one. It was.
So you can't blame me for being there. I almost feel like I forced his hand.
But you have yourself has admitted that you have taken the golden goose and you have broken the golden goose's neck that night, and you feel bad about it ever since.
Yeah,
because he was never the same after. So, and that is the reason why I am not as hard on you. Because again, you have not done things that. Yes. You have not done things that are so vicious, and you have expressed remorse for it too.
Immense remorse. So, I mean, there's a lot of people who are very unhappy with you for striking everyone and all that. Fedsmoker, he. Now you're in the belly of the beast.
Risky would then go on to say that his one and only rival is William Gloryhole.
All right, so I got a Discord message from Mr. William Gloryhole. What do you think of the guy? I got to ask.
Mr. Gloryhole is only worthy adversary at this time. He is the only one. So there is a grudging respect for Mr. Gloryhole because... CVG, he is like, he is a rat. It is so hard to let you, because I have to listen to his streams to report. It is so hard. It is so hard to listen to him because every 5 seconds it is, it is so hard. But Mr. Gloryhole, he is more calm lately. He is less vicious, and he is producing the content. Oh my God, who is that in your picture?
General Button. No, it's
oh my
Jimmy.
God.
That's Jimmy.
Fed would eventually leave the panel, only to be replaced with William. For a nice while, nothing of note happened, but then Michael Hacking called in to confront Risky.
Look, man, like, all this is a game. You played pretty well. Like, here's Mr. Hacking. Here's Mr. Hacking.
Come the traitor. Nakule Anna.
All right, just listen. Just let me have your best, and then I'll respond. All right, there, fucking bumble nuts. Just go ahead.
What is the bumble? What is this? You cannot use colloquial insults with me. I do not understand your colloquial insults. You have to be general. I do not know what bumble nut is.
Okay. Wow. I tell you.
I don't know what it is either, for what it's worth. Like, I've never heard that expression, but, like, I don't mean to... I'll stay out of this.
Okay, so...
I mean, what is that to say? You are a rat. You are a snake. You pretend to be Mr. Wilkins' friend, and then you post things about him on the YouTube. You betray him. You send him, here's $50, here's $50. But you want to make more money back. You want to make more content off your friends. You are a traitor. And
okay, what was that you just said about Musasa?
Naka ale one numaza. I curse you. Be quiet.
Okay, first of all, don't curse me. Okay.
Michael Hacking would ask Risky just how long he was trolling Cyraxx, and Risky would respond, giving yours truly a shout-out.
How long have I been trolling Chance pretending to be his friend, Mr. Smarty?
It is have to be at least since what they would call, and I want to give a shout-out to Adentum. Adentum makes the best videos. It is very good and easy to follow. He does not have his commentary. It is very easy to follow. Sometimes he is a little mean, but shout out to Adentum for helping me.
Answer my question?
Yes, I had to give I had to give context. It's very important.
Yeah.
You have to go back to the Xbox era. I know since then at least you were
really?
doing it.
By the way, thank you. Have to do it. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Were you not sending him money or giving him things since before then even?
No, you don't. Listen, just don't talk about things that you don't exactly know.
Michael Hacking said that he knew Risky wasn't being honest about helping Cyraxx.
I don't think that I don't for 1 second think that he's totally trying to save Chance. Not for 1 second. But don't believe
my
it.
God.
Don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Because you have so evil in your heart, you could not imagine people being kind.
No, because I have so much realism in my heart. You
are
understand?
addicted to hate.
A real artist couldn't make it, let alone that friggin'. Never mind. Everything's a racial slur. I'm not going to get into it.
It is no. You can say I not to know. You do not call me monkey.
No, not you. Him. There's no talent. There's no logic. There's no. He erases things in his mind. Being sorry and saying sorry are two different things.
Marty then played Cyraxx singing his plagiarized song, Lost Innocence. I can't play the full thing, so here are some highlights of the event.
Hey, Risky, I got a question for you. Chance wrote this song called Lost Innocence, right? And it turns out that he stole the entire basis of the song, including the lyrics.
Think say that a 10-year-old girl ghostwrote the song for him.
Yes.
What? I do not know anything about the song.
You want to hear it?
You
want to hear it? Hang on, let's hear it.
We do not have the same taste in music. It is not going to.
I got something better after you listen to that. I got something for you, Marty.
Shut your mouth and listen to what I have to say. I'm going to take you back to that one specific day. I was lying in the bed alone while listening to you and him talk on the phone. You said, well, if they have the money, I don't see why not. She'll be ready by 9 o'clock. You came in and said it's time to get up. Shower and we'll make you pretty with makeup. In a pretty white dress and hair done to match. You told me I'm a breathtaking catch. I sat on the couch waiting with you, but what was in store for me, I had no clue. You made me do it. You let them me fall down. Money, I cried and tried to run away, but you helped them push me onto the bed and I screamed, go away, but you just screamed out, stay.
What do you think so far?
It is like I told you in the beginning, it is not my type of music, so how am I going to judge?
Taste the side, like what's your gut impression? Like you're listening to it, whether you like it or not.
I mean, he is matching. He is syncing up with the beat. He is.
Yeah, but he's talking about like men gaming him for money. Like
I do not listen. I could not follow the lyrics. What do you?
Oh, shut up!
I'm not.
Marty, I just sent you a text.
All right, hang on. Let's see.
Okay, yeah. He thought that up last week, daydreaming.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, he stole that song and stole it from a victim, a child, a female, on top of it, and he stole it from her and put it to music.
Yeah.
Well, you wait till you see what he dreamed up last week, supposedly.
It is not good to steal, obviously. It is not good to steal, obviously. But it is.
Right.
What else do you want me to say?
Just like what you feel, like what the song makes you feel.
It makes me feel like I want to listen to another song.
Yeah.
Because I do not like. But it is not him. It is. I do not like this type of music.
There wasn't too much else to that stream when it comes to Cyraxx, so that's the end of that. The next day, on July 5th, N-Word Boy would re-upload a Cyraxx video called Cyraxx is back on YouTube, update on everything, deleted, the court case is helping him. Cyraxx would start us off by lying about people asking if he's coming back to YouTube, and more importantly, how looking back at the bat incident, would he have done it any differently?
I know I haven't posted on here in quite some time, due to obvious reasons, but I'm here to clear the air about a few things, and a lot of questions that people have had. And I'm also here to air out what I truly think and what I feel, and where I want things to go. people are always asking me, you know, am I ever going to come back to YouTube? Am I ever going to come back to the internet and, you know, do my music and, you know, help people out? And the answer to that is most definitely. I definitely do plan to do that, but right now is not the time. And I've also been getting the question a lot lately, if I could change what happened that day, when that guy showed up, would I change it? No, I wouldn't. You want to know why? Because I did what I had to do to protect my family. I do not regret what I did. I did what I had to do to protect my family.
For all you longtime listeners, I think I've subjected you to Cyraxx talking about leaving and coming back to the internet enough, so we're gonna cut the video here. Cyraxx would then make a video a few hours later saying he's leaving YouTube, and then tells us about how some Illuminati-like group is pissed about what's going on.
I tried to keep my mouth shut this whole time, but I'm not keeping my mouth shut on this at all. All you f***ing trolls that want to sit there and run your mouths and try to trick me and this and that and the other, y'all need to cut the crap. And y'all sitting there saying that, oh, I was proud to go to jail and I was proud of swinging on that dude. No. I wasn't proud that I had to swing on that motherfucker. I was proud that I did what I had to do to protect my family. I did what I had to do to protect my family. And I'm not ashamed to say that I had to protect my family. I'm not ashamed. But what pisses me off even more is you stupid motherfuckers taking advantage of people like me. You guys know that I've had f***ed up relationships. But yet you choose to play on that. You choose to take advantage of that. By playing me and trapping me. Catfishing me. All this stupid shit. All because you guys know that I've had relationships that were mostly abusive. Y'all need to cut the crap, dude. Because let me tell you right now, I got somebody that's very real. That knows about what's going on. And let me tell you right now, they ain't too happy with you motherfuckers. They're pissed. And trust me when I say they ain't going nowhere. They're solid as a rock. I've already had several conversations with them about everything. I've been open and honest with them about everything, and guess what? They actually understand. And they're not holding it against me like you fucking ass do. You know what's funny? You guys told me to take responsibility for my actions, right? You tell me to take responsibility for what I do. Why don't the you guys take responsibility for what you fucking do? You guys sit there and you ruin lives for what? You send people to jail and up their lives for what? A click here, a view there, a few dollars here and there. You guys are disgusting.
Cyraxx then goes off on Michael Hacking for being against Risky, as well as associating with Marty.
Oh, and to Michael Hacking, f*** you, dude. You're a f***ing piece of shit. Sitting there saying that my boy Risky ain't got my best interest in heart. Yes, he does. He's the motherfucker that's been doing shit for me. He's the motherfucker that's had my back. Unlike you. You f***ing low life. I mean, look at you. You hang out with Marty. You hang out with William Glory Face. You hang out with Stevie G and all these low-life scumbags. Because that's what you are. You're a scumbag. You know, there's an old saying, Michael, that even you should know by now. Show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are. When I look at you, I see a scumbag. A piece of shit. I don't see a good person. I see a sick, twisted troll that doesn't know when to f*** off. So, Michael, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead to me. I'm tired of being jerked around, and I'm tired of being f***ed with.
Fast forward to July 7th, and the YouTuber Gaiden would upload a phone call between him and Cyraxx from earlier that day, where Cyraxx started projecting harder than usual.
There it is.
You just don't learn, do you, dumbass?
Mr. Wilkins.
You just don't learn, do you?
What am I not learning? What am I not learning?
The fact that I don't have internet, you fucking racist.
Yeah, you do. Then how do you stream on Facebook? That's none of your
fucking business.
No. So how do you stream on Facebook?
No. Shut up, you little boy.
Don't call me that, Chance.
Shut up. I know why you're doing this.
What?
You're doing this for your little views.
What happened between? No. What happened between you and your girlfriend? You are America's biggest cuck.
Yeah, and guess what? You're America's biggest dumbass.
You're America's biggest cuck. How does it feel?
Go back to school, little boy. Hey,
how does it feel? You like little boys. You like little boys.
Hey, how does it feel to be the world's biggest dumbass?
You're the world's biggest cuck.
It's pretty good because you're a dumbass.
That's all you do. So how do you stream on Facebook? Hey, so how do you stream on Facebook if you don't have internet? Is the internet coming from your Xbox? Isn't that what you said?
Let me tell you right now, you retard.
Don't call me that, Chance. Don't call me that, Chance.
You're retards. You're an inbred little.
That's what you are. That's what you are.
That's what you are.
Your father is a literal rapist.
Your father's a pedophile, just like you.
What? Am I a pedophile by association?
You little cuck motherfucker.
You're no. You're not gonna call me a cuck because that's literally what you are. That's literally what you are. The dude on my girlfriend's post. Oh, that's her ex.
When this is all said and done, little boy.
When what's all said and done? When you're in jail? When you're in jail?
Big Bubba's gonna love your cheeks, boy.
Yeah, Big Bubba's gonna love your cheeks.
By Big Bubba.
25th, on the 25th, man. Big Bubba's gonna love your cheeks. You're gonna be in there for at least 30 days. Big Bubba's gonna have a fun 30 days.
I'm your fucking owner.
Oh my God, Chance. No, you're not. You're smaller than me. You live at 339 Lloyd Street. You can't do nothing. You're stuck inside the house. You've never had a job. You never will.
What, you think because you can hide behind
I'm not hiding behind your shit. I just showed you. You want my IP? You want my IP? Do you want my IP? You want to pull up? 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 You can't pull up. You don't have your driver's license. A car because you're broke and you live on food stamps. You live on food stamps.
I got a lot of motherfuckers that got boots on the ground that'd be more than happy to beat
that have boots on the ground. Chance, I have boots on the ground. My boots are on the ground. I have some boots on the ground right now. Am I one of those motherfuckers?
All it's gonna take is one phone call to my guys, and
your guys, Chance. So you only have Sally and Roy. You only have Sally and Roy.
Gaiden would also re-upload a video Cyraxx posted to his Instagram.
Because I know a lot of y'all got questions. Now, the dude that you're seeing in my girl's photos, that's her ex. From like months ago. So, y'all need to let that go. But to my girl, you know I love you, babe. You're awesome. You're amazing. Elena, love you, baby. Can't wait to see when I'm able to get there. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I love you, babe. And as for the rest of y'all, man, that have been showing love and support to not only me, but to me and my girl, man. I love you guys, man. Shout out to my brother Quinn, by the way. What up, bro? Fucking love you, bro. And yeah, that being said, peace.
Later that day, we would get to see a photo of Cyraxx where he has a pretty unique mustache. How he thought this would be a good look is beyond me. The next day, on July 8th, Cyraxx would call into Tyler from Bloodshot Records stream for a brief talk and do his famous drive-by call-ins. Shout out to N-Word Boy for combining all these clips.
Hello?
Yo, Charlie, what's up, man?
Oh, my bad.
Listen, man. Y'all seriously need to leave Charlie the fuck alone, dude. Seriously.
So who's Charlie?
He's a good friend of mine, dude. No, shut the fuck up. Y'all need to leave him alone, man. Y'all are sitting there harassing him and his family, and you need to fucking stop. Seriously, man. This shit's gone out.
Do that?
Because this shit's gone out of control, man. This shit y'all are doing is gonna get someone hurt or killed, dude. And I know damn well y'all don't want that.
You tell him to get the fuck out of here. Turn. We'll tell him. Just turn around. I have been trying.
That these motherfuckers is building for real.
Hey, yo, Tyler, why do you take the photo of the stream? I'm a little chatty.
Yeah, sure, what's up?
I want you to explain something to me real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why is it that you guys feel the need to f with people like me? Like, why is that? Like, I'm not trying to start shit. I'm just trying to understand, like, what made y'all want to start with me from the very beginning when you guys didn't even know me?
Well, I think that you were a narcissistic, pedophilic monster, and I really don't think there's anything
No,
else
I'm
to
not talking about before all this shit. I'm talking about, like, in the very, very, very beginning, before anything ever went down. What made you guys want to start coming after me? Like, take out all the shit that went down. Like, go back to when Marty very first started screwing with me. What made you want to join him and start screwing with me?
You know, I think it was the fact that you're definitely special needs, and I'm definitely biased against special needs people.
Oh, thanks for that, dude. I appreciate that, but honestly, bro, a little bit of advice for you, dude.
Hold on.
A little bit of advice for you, bro.
Attacking protesters on your sidewalk isn't them being.
Well, guess what? The dude had it coming. What can I say? The dude had it coming.
Well, take me from the beginning on what happened. Can you tell me what happened?
No, take it from me, dude. Take it from me that you and your friends are a bunch of online internet bullies, and you need to get lives, dude. For real.
Get lives. Learn how to fucking shave. You have a Hitler mustache.
Yeah, but at least I don't go around on the internet bullying people all day.
Time to shave, dude.
No. No, it's not just you. It's you and all your little friends. It's you, Marty, and all your friends. Let's be honest here, Tyler. You've had it out for me since day one. And you know it. And I'll admit, the little wrestling videos they did, I actually enjoyed those, man. Those are actually pretty dope. I actually respect that you actually like me enough to actually recreate me for a wrestling match. I appreciate that shit, dude. But when you go around bullying people and you take it to a personal level, that's where it needs to stop, dude. So why are you doing this? Here's a little bit of advice from you, from somebody that's actually a veteran on this platform. Take it from me, dude. This platform ain't for you. Find something else to do. Get a hobby. Take up with it and do something, bro. But like I said, Tyler, all you are is a bully. So basically what you're telling me is that you admit that you like to bully me.
I like to bully you because you're special needs, 100%.
Oh, thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. See you later.
The next day, on July 9th, Cyraxx would post a video onto his Metalcore Mania channel called No More Being Used. Cyraxx would start us out telling us that he's done being used, and then starts talking about what he wants to do.
What's up, y'all? I know this is gonna piss off a lot of people, but quite frankly, I don't care. I'll be honest, I'm tired of motherfuckers using me for their own selfish gain and their own reason and their fucking videos just to make a name for themselves. You know, I'm tired of everybody you know, wanting to do an interview and this and that and the other. Like, I'm sick of it, dude. There's only one person that I'm doing an interview with, and that's my boy Charlie. I'm not about to f***ing sit here and do interviews with 50 million f***ing people when I don't know y'all like that. Like, y'all sitting there saying that, oh, doing this show will showcase this, and it'll showcase how you, man. No, the f*** it won't. I know what y'all are trying to do. Y'all are out here trying to f***ing use me. Y'all are trying to use me for your own f***ing selfish gain, and I ain't about that, dude. You want to know what's really going to help? Is me showing the real me through my videos, which I'm going to be starting to do today, as well as going back to streaming starting today or tonight as well. Or maybe tomorrow, depending on what goes on. But I'm not about to f***ing sit here and be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do this. Sure, I'll do that. No, man. What about what I f***ing want, huh? What about what I want to do? What about what I want to do with my life? What about the things that I enjoy doing? Why should I give those up? That. I ain't giving that up. I'm tired of doing interviews with people that think that they f***ing know me. You think just because y'all nice to me and this and that and the other, that you can just walk up and do an interview with me? Nah, motherfucker, it don't work like that.
Cyraxx starts saying that he feels like he's being used as a cash cow, and honestly, Cyraxx really is the golden goose for a lot of people.
I want to show people what I can really f***ing do when I'm not being screwed with. I'm tired of being f***ing used as a f***ing cash cow, and that's how I feel half the time. Like a cash cow. I'm done being that. So starting today, no more interviews. No more, oh, I'll pay you to do this. No. I want to earn the money the right way. And the right way to earn it is by busting my ass, doing what I need to do. That's what earning a living is.
Cyraxx then announces once again that he's working on an album, and then starts talking about the people that he trusts.
So, for all y'all wondering, am I working on a brand new album? Yes. I'm actually working on my first ever deathcore album ever. I'm working on my brand new metalcore album / deathcore album ever. And I'm loving it. I'm already like 3 or 4 songs deep and it's turning out great, man. Yeah, I'm about that money. But I'm about earning it the right way. I ain't out here trying to do this or that or the other for this person or that person when I don't fucking hardly know them. I only trust those that I connect with and vibe with, dude. Like my homie Nocio. I've known that dude for a good minute now. I connect with him. I vibe with him. I rock with him. My girl. I connect and vibe with her on such a fucking deep level that it's absolutely nuts. There are certain people that I fucking vibe with that I rock with. If I vibe with you, I fuck with you. And if I fuck with you, I vibe with you. And when I do both of those things, I got you back. But to everybody else out here trying to say this or that or the other, man, fuck y'all, man.
Cyraxx then tells us that he's going back to his roots before ending the video and saying that he's doing things his way from now on.
And that's why starting today, I'm going back to the original me, the me that I was before all this. And if you don't like it, well, too fucking bad. And if you don't like that I'm going to be doing interviews and this and that and the other, well, I'm sorry to say, that's just how it is. And if you don't like it, find someone else to talk to, because I'm done with these interviews and being made out to be a bad guy. I'm done with it, dude. So, yeah. Here's to a brand new me, a brand new future, going back to the real me that I need to be. And anybody that wants to try to use me for their own game, dude, I ain't about it. I'm gonna earn money my way, the right way. Helping those that never helped me. I'm gonna do shit my way and make that shit work. Peace.
Later that day, Cyraxx would upload a guitar cover of a song called Do Not Disturb. However, I refuse to listen to it because I'm a headphone user, so we're going to skip it. 2 days later, on July 11th, Cyraxx would upload a video called Standing Up for Myself and My Family, where Cyraxx tries to walk back, saying that Aware of Myself deserved getting attacked with a bat before blaming the Akron PD for the whole thing.
I'm gonna be straight up honest. I did say that that guy deserved it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I didn't say that, because I did. But there's a reason why I said that. It's because that man, when he showed up here, harassed and attacked my family, after rallying and riling up half my neighborhood and coming here to harass us and my family. And you know what's sad? If the cops would have done their fucking job, this could have all been prevented. All this started because the police would not help us. My family has reached out over 113 times for help, but nothing got done. And now, as a result of them not helping us, I'm now in a court case. So yes, I do blame the police for what happened that day. If they had done their jobs and actually looked into this situation, this whole thing could have been prevented. Him coming here could have been prevented. All the shit that went down could have been prevented. But because of the cops not taking my family seriously and acting very unprofessional, I had to take matters into my own hands. And I'm sorry, but when you show up to my house and harass my family, and you sit there and antagonize them and get in their face while you're on our property, and we tell you to leave and you don't leave, that gives us every right to do what we did.
Cyraxx then calls out the Akron Police Department for various reasons before saying the worst legal defense I've seen in a long time, saying that he regretted what he did for legal purposes, but not in reality, and how none of the lolcows deserve what's happened to them.
I'll fight shit as long as I need to. But most important, I am calling out the Akron PD for not doing their job. Over 113 times, my family has reached out for your guys' help. Over 113 times, my family has begged and screamed and pleaded for help from you guys. And what did you do? You failed us. You mocked us. You laughed at us. Instead of trying to get us the help you needed, you sat there and neglected us and laughed at us. And then you try to blame the whole fence thing on me when that wasn't on me. And then you try to tell our landlady to evict us. Or more so me. Saying that I'm the problem, but I'm not the problem. The problem here is you guys. The problem here is the trolls. That's the problem. You guys need to do your fucking job. Seriously. Stop fucking neglecting people. Stop neglecting people that go through this shit. Because what they're going through when it comes to shit like this is very real. And no one deserves it. At all. Like I said, do I regret what I did to the guy? From a legal standpoint, yes. But from a personal standpoint, no, because I have a right to defend my family. He came onto our property and harassed me and my family after riling up half the neighborhood and got them down here to harass us as well. I was only protecting myself and my family. That's all I was doing. I was doing like anybody else would do and protecting myself and my family from being hurt. Because I have full-fledged evidence of this guy wanting to come down here ahead of time. I have actual evidence of him posting in Discord about coming down here to hurt me and my family. So yes, I had every right and reason to do what I did. But I want you trolls to know that what you do is so disgusting and so defiling and wrong and vile. No one deserves what you fucking do to them. No one deserves that. Not me. Chris didn't deserve it. Tony didn't deserve it. Heather Kulana didn't deserve it. Suplex City Vlogs didn't deserve it. No one deserves what you guys do to them.
The next day, on July 12th, Cyraxx would upload another video with a message for those trying to set him up, and then accused Marty once again of being the root cause for every problem in his life.
What up, y'all? I have a little message for Marty and Michael and everyone out there trying to set me up. Marty, you're the reason I'm in this. You're the reason that I'm in this court case. You're the one at fault, motherfucker. You wanna know? I'll tell you how. Oh, 1 second. You're at fault for all this. Because if you hadn't have fucking trolled me like you did, if you hadn't have mentally screwed with me, and you hadn't have bullied me the way you fucking did, and spread all those rumors and those lies, and illegally entrapped me like you did, I wouldn't be in this position. Because if you hadn't have fucking illegally entrapped me because you were fucking jealous as shit and wanted me to your fucking self, if you hadn't done all that, I wouldn't be in this position. And you wanna know how? Because if you had not illegally entrapped me, these rumors wouldn't have been spread. And then this whole thing with this douchebag vigilante, this dude named Aware Myself, committing vigilantism, on top of using fighting words on my home property, I wouldn't be in this position of possibly going to jail. So Marty, I blame you.
Cyraxx would then go after Michael Hacking for following Marty's footsteps again before going back onto Marty.
And Michael, I blame you for being stupid enough to follow in his footsteps. And being an opportunist and going along with it. After all the shit I did for you, motherfucker. All the shit I did for you. all the stuff I helped you out with. All the fucking images that I helped you create that you use. All the audio files. The hundreds of fucking pieces that I did for you. Because I respect you as a business person. And what you do. You made yourself and your family look like a total fucking joke by following Marty and what he's doing. And I know a lot of people are sitting there saying, oh, what does that have to do with the situation? Everything, motherfuckers. Everything. Because Marty, like I said, if you hadn't gotten jealous and greedy and used Nashville Mafia to illegally entrap me, I wouldn't be in this position. So yeah, motherfucker, I blame you.
Cyraxx then gave a special message to Aware of Myself, the man who not only tried to incite a riot with all of Cyraxx's neighbors, but also used fighting words.
Oh, and as for Aware of Myself, dude, you had no business being here. You came here to start a riot with my neighborhood, committing vigilantism, and you decided to use fighting words on your shitty little sign. See, what y'all don't understand is that I was in the right in what I did. I had every right to do what I fucking did. Every right. Because what that man used on that sign was fighting words. Those words are considered a fucking weapon. What he did is called vigilantism, which is a fucking crime. That's illegal. Not to mention starting a fucking riot. To where half my neighborhood came down my street and attacked me and my family. It may not have been physical attacks, but they were still attacks nonetheless. And I'm not about to sit here and be silent. Because what that man did was wrong. Now, should I have come out there with a bat? Not necessarily. But when you show up to my dwelling and my house, and you commit vigilantism after inciting a freaking riot and using fighting words on a sign, those fighting words are considered a weapon.
Cyraxx then gives us a rundown on what happened, somehow hurting his court case even more before ending the video.
Showed up here to incite a riot, use fighting words, and with those fighting words, he did what he did and tried to be a vigilante, which all three of those things are illegal. So I dare someone to contest that. Don't believe me? Look up the laws. Prove me wrong. I dare you. Because none of you can. Because I was in the right in doing what I did. It may have been a little bit extreme, but guess what? When you threatened me a couple months prior by having a picture of shotgun shells saying you're going to show up here, And then you show up here to incite a riot using fighting words and pretending to be a vigilante, and you're up in my face and my family's faces. Guess what? I have every right to do what I need to do to protect myself, because I did feel threatened by that guy. I didn't know what he was going to do. I didn't know what this dude was going to pull. So, Marty, I hope you're happy with what you started, motherfucker. Because you're the one that started all this 5 to 6 years ago. And it needs to stop. Now. I'm tired of being quiet about this shit. Like I said, I don't deserve this. My family don't deserve this. And I don't need to be in this situation. I'm just a normal dude out here trying to make music and do anything I can to make an honest living. I don't deserve this at all. And if you think I do, well, you're welcome to prove me wrong.
Now, later that night, Cyraxx would do what any of the rest of us with no internet access would do and started streaming on Kick to tell us about who he wants to be.
What's up, everybody? I know it's been a very, very long time. Since I've been on here. I know it's been a long time since I've been on here, guys. And a lot's happened. And I'm sure you guys are already aware. But something happened today that I wasn't expecting. One of my family members may have set me on the right path again. They reached out to me and they said something that, really put me on the right path again and made me realize that I need to start fighting for myself. I need to start being myself again. And first off, I want to say that I'm sorry to you guys. I'm sorry for those of you that I let down. I'm sorry to my family, my friends. You guys never got to see the real me that you guys deserve, because I was always angry, always upset, always raging out, not getting to be who I wanted to be this whole time. And I hated it. And that's why I'm starting this show the right fucking way for you guys. Now, let's go.
Cyraxx then had a message for CVG about how he was back on the right track.
Hey CVG, why you lying through your teeth, bitch? You mad? Cause I'm actually trying to do better? You hate that I'm trying to do better. You hate that I'm on the right track. You hate that. And guess what? I'm glad you hate it. I'm glad to be on the right track. Cause see, there's one difference between me and you, CVG, and that's this. I've got nowhere to go but up. You got a long way down, my friend. You got a long way to the motherfucking bottom. While I'm going up, you're going down. Don't believe me? Ask my homeboy Risky. He'll tell you. I'm going up, baby, while you're going down.
Then, out of nowhere, Sally called Cyraxx downstairs for some strange reason.
Oh my God, you're back.
Well, can you guess what that was for? Well, if you guessed it was for a police visit, then you were right on the money.
I am doing okay. What's going on?
Well, so once again, someone called for you, whatever you posted.
I'm good. And one thing I want to know is, a few days ago, I was falsely arrested when somebody was out here. They were inciting a riot. They literally got all of our neighbors together and came down here and put me and my family in immediate danger. And I was falsely arrested without even being able to speak my piece.
Well, I'm just...
Was this the kid you assaulted with a bat?
You know,
it does not matter. He came over here and incited a riot.
But it's the guy you assaulted with a bat, though, right?
It does not matter.
Okay.
We're on your gun.
Yeah, no, you guys are good. You guys are good. This is going to go round and round.
That's appreciate you. It's safe.
Thank you. Okay. That's fine.
For some reason, Cyraxx instantly blamed CVG for the cops showing up before getting back to karaoke time.
Hey, CVG, nice false fucking police report. You fake ass. Oh, and don't think I ain't gonna get you for that false police report, man. That false ass welfare check? Yeah, you're going down for that. Don't believe me? Just wait. Watch what happens, you motherfucker. I never said I was gonna end my own life. I said, how many people have to take their own life before you guys stop what you're doing? Huh? How many people have to suffer because of you? How many people have to take their own lives before you guys stop this bullying, this harassment? How many people? Because no one deserves that. I don't deserve it. No one deserves the bullying that you guys do. You need to stop before someone gets hurt or worse, ends up dead because of you. So stop with your lies.
Cyraxx then tells us that he's fighting this court case like Goku fought Frieza or something.
And it's true. I could be like you trolls, but I'm nothing like you. I never want to be like you, and I never will be like you. And I'm gonna say this right here and now. I'm going to fight all of this, tooth and nail. I don't care if I have to fight for a month, a year, or the rest of my life. I am fighting this goddamn case that you guys brought on to me. And I'm gonna make damn sure I don't end up in jail again like you guys want. I will fight this until I am dead in the ground. Because if anyone deserves to be there, it's you vigilantes that deserve to be there.
You vigilantes that go on your self-righteous tirades, you guys deserve to be behind bars, not me. I will continue to fight. I will continue to battle, no matter how long it takes. I don't care if I have to fight in court for a month, a year, 3 years, I don't care. I'll do whatever it takes to fight this and put a stop to the bullying that I've dealt with because of all of you. I will fight until I am dead. And to all my supporters, I want to say thank you to every one of you guys that have stood by me during this whole fight.
And that was it when it comes to what was worth showing from that stream, but immediately after, in the early morning of July 13th, Cyraxx would make a video called Akron PD Learn to Do Your Job, a video that shockingly has some basic editing in it, where Cyraxx shows his recent police visit from his point of view and then tells the story of Aware of Myself coming to his house once again.
This video you guys are about to see is like 30 seconds long. It is a prime example of another false police report made by these vigilantes and these gang stalkers that call themselves the Associates. The video doesn't need much explanation, so yeah. So here it is.
Someone called for you, whatever you posted.
I'm good. And one thing I want to know is, a few days ago, I was falsely arrested when somebody was out here. They were inciting a riot. They literally got all of our neighbors together and came down here and put me and my family in immediate danger. And I was falsely arrested without even being able to speak my piece.
Well, I'm just a medic.
You assaulted with a bat.
It does not matter. He came over here and incited. Alright, so now that you guys saw that, now what started all this, on June 25th of this year, a vigilante that goes by the YouTube handle Aware of Myself decided to come down to my state and incite a riot and had a weapon on hand and used fighting words on that weapon to then harass, slander, and put my family in immediate danger. And I was then falsely arrested by the Akron PD for essentially no reason at all, for literally defending my family. This man was on our property trespassing, inciting a riot, but yet I'm the one that got arrested. And that's not right. Now, because of these people, I now have to go to court because of it. I was wrongfully arrested. This vigilante is the one that should have been arrested because he had no business being here. He had no right to be here. And he was indeed on our property. I do not care what the police say. He was in a private neighborhood on private property, inciting a riot against myself and my family and putting my family in immediate danger. When he dropped the sign, another one of my neighbors picked up that sign, which was his weapon, and began to use that weapon to pick up where the initial vigilante had left off. But what gets me is, why was I arrested and this other guy wasn't?
There was more to that video, but it was just him saying that the police need to do their job, so we're gonna cut it there. Cyraxx would then do a video called Jenna Frank, You Are an Embarrassment to Your Father's Legacy. In this video, Cyraxx would go after the daughter of Jason Frank, otherwise known as the Green Ranger, for selling her father's autographs. Mighty Morphin was a bit before my time, but from what I've heard 80s kids say for decades now is that he was awesome. Needless to say, Cyraxx didn't like this and called his daughter out for being a disgrace to their family in an especially badly lit room.
I was just made aware of this a few minutes ago. I did not know this is going on for a few months now. But I am calling out Jason David Frank's daughter, Jenna Frank. Jenna, you're an embarrassment to your father. You really are a f***ing piece of shit. Charging people for your autograph and stuff to sign for your dad. Like you're literally charging money for an autograph. Really. Your dad never would have done that. Any Comic-Con that I've been to, any Comic-Con that any Green Ranger fan or any JDF fan has been to, has gotten shit signed for free. Jenna, you're an ungrateful f***ing brat. You really are. Back in 2017, I did some Bloodshot artwork, fan art for your dad. Because your dad was a father figure to me growing up. He was one of my childhood heroes. He really was. Because my dad was never around at all. Because he was either too busy working or too busy getting f***ing drunk. I grew up watching your dad on Power Rangers. Your dad has been my childhood hero for as long as I can remember. You know what your dad did when I made that Bloodshot artwork for him? And I posted it for him on his fan page. Matter of fact, don't believe me, go back and look at it. Look up Chance Wilkins on the fan art page and you'll see where I posted it. Your dad not only liked my artwork, he commented on it. He commented on a couple pieces actually that I did for him. Why? Because he enjoys the fans. He appreciated the fans. And for you to sit there and take your father's name and make people pay for an autograph, that's wrong. You wanna know what's sad, Jenna? People like you that are f***ing greedy.
We then get to see Cyraxx's AI art that he tried to pass off as his own before saying that the Green Ranger would never charge for an autograph, and she was both ruining his name as well as making people want his autograph less. Before I go any further, I just want to say that the fact that there will be no more new autographs makes them more valuable and desired more if anything.
Right there's the full thing. I did that out of respect for your dad. You wanna know why? Because I respect the out of your dad. I do. I respect the shit out of him and what he was about. But you, Jenna, are an embarrassment to him and his legacy. Making fans pay for an autograph isn't right. Your dad would have never made anyone pay for an autograph. Anytime that I've gone to a Comic-Con and had shit signed by him, anytime any other fan has gone to a Comic-Con and had shit signed by him, guess what? They didn't have to pay anything. Why? Because he respected his fans and he loved his fans. And for you to tarnish that is fucked up. You're ruining your dad's legacy by doing that. By you doing what you're doing, you're tarnishing his name and his fan base. You're making people not want to get autographs by him. And that's sad. Granted, I know he's passed. You know, massive rest in peace to your dad. Like I said, your dad was a childhood hero to myself and many others. But for you to make fans pay for your dad's autograph, how fucking selfish do you have to be, huh? You're an embarrassment to your father's name and your father's legacy and what he left behind. You're a fucking embarrassment. And I'm pretty damn sure that every single Green Ranger fan and Jason David Frank fan will agree that you are an embarrassment to his name by doing that. So Jenna, stop being greedy. Stop making people pay for autographs. That's not right.
Later that day, William Gloryhole would upload a video of the police visiting the Wilkins household on July 7th at Sally's request, only to be sent away after being told the cameras were staying on.
Hours, 46 minutes, 9 seconds.
Akron Police and Fire, Technician 153.
Yes, I need to have a police officer come out to my house.
What's your address? Read?
Yes.
Okay. And what's going on?
I've been having trouble with my mail. Somebody's been putting it on hold, and it's got to do with what happens with Chance Wilkins. But the post office took some papers and told me I needed to call the police and have it reported.
Okay. And what is your name?
Sally Wilkins.
You said Sally?
Yes.
Okay. And Sally, what's a good phone number for you? Okay. And that is a house, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to get somebody out there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Sure thing. Bye-bye.
What's going on?
First thing, is there any way we can get you guys to shut up your police cams on you, or do you have them on you?
Yeah, we got our body cameras on.
All right.
You can turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we can't turn it off.
I can't turn it off.
Okay, then we can't talk to you.
Okay, sorry about that. If you guys go down to the info desk, they don't have cameras.
Later, most likely at the end of the day, Cyraxx would upload another video called Stop Victimizing People. And for this time, I'm just gonna let Cyraxx take it from here.
Alright, yo, so I'm here to take a 15-minute break here and speak on something that needs to be spoken about. And that is what you trolls do to people. And how it leads up to, like, what happened with me. What you guys do is wrong. You sit there and you pick on people weaker than yourself. You sit there and you fucking target people that look weak or different. And what do you proceed to do? Every time you guys proceed to befriend them and exploit them after befriending them. All for views and money and clicks. Also, you can make a profit. And that's not right. You know, everybody wonders why so many people themselves over cyberbullying. This right here is what drives that suicide. That kind of shit right there, that behavior that you trolls do, that's what pushes people to kill themselves and commit acts of crime. That's what does it. I mean, you guys sit there and you attack people and you harass them like you're some sort of vigilantes on a mission for God when you're not. You're not on a godly mission. And then you run around and you make up all these rumors, all these lies, all this fucking bullshit just for clicks and views.
Cyraxx then gets real delusional, talking about how people are trying to assassinate and attack him, as well as a few other apparent plots.
You know, I warned you guys several times to leave me the hell alone. But you didn't do it. You guys took it from the internet to real life. You guys attempted to assassinate me by shooting at me. Attempted to assault me, to belittle and berate me and make me look weak. Then you had one of your little f***ing trolls pretend to be a vigilante and had him come here after, you know, threatening my mom and myself and putting our lives in immediate danger. And you had him using a weapon with fighting words on that weapon, starting and inciting a riot. All for what? Clicks and views. And I'm going to say this right here, right now. All of you f***ing trolls on the internet, all you f***ing little wannabe heroes, all you f***ing vigilantes that think you know shit. You don't know jack shit. You don't know up from down. You don't know left from right. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. But yet, you guys are super quick to attack somebody when they're down. But yet, when that person fights back, you get mad. You guys sit there and you antagonize somebody and you kick them down and strip everything away from them. You strip their dignity, their humanity, and everything you can away from them. And then what do? You get mad when they fight back. You get mad when they fire back at you. Where's that right? Like, who the f*** died? Who the f*** died and made you God?
Cyraxx then tells the trolls just who they really are before ending the video.
You dumbass trolls are nothing more than wannabe vigilantes, inciting riots, doing harm to people, harassing people, all for what? A laugh, a view, a quick buck? What you guys are doing needs to stop before someone gets seriously hurt or killed. You guys almost killed me twice. You guys tried to kill me twice in a row. When are you guys going to stop? When someone does actually get killed? When someone does actually get hurt and end up in the hospital seriously injured? Hell, because of you guys, a couple years ago, I got stressed out so much that I almost died from the stress, and I did end up in the hospital. But how long is it going to be before someone takes their life from you bullying them? And then guess what? When that person does, their blood is going to be on your fucking hands. You guys need to stop this fucking bullshit. It's gone too far and it needs to stop. Before someone gets seriously hurt or ends up dead because of you. So cut the bullshit and stop fucking bullying people. It's not okay. It's not cool. It doesn't make you hard. It doesn't make you cool. It doesn't make you a badass. It makes you a fucking pathetic ass piece of shit fucking moron with no morals. So wannabe vigilante hard asses, cut the bullshit now before someone gets hurt or worse. Think about what you do before you do it.
At some point that day, Michael Hacking would do a stream called New Content Dump and disconnect from Cyraxx content. Enjoy, use, share, but I have to refocus. Michael Hacking started off by telling us about a call he received from Cyraxx and then went to show us other Cyraxx calls. I'm going to do highlights of this stream because it gets really dry.
I've been in the in and out of the Raxverse for, I don't know, well over a year and a half or something like that. So it's you know, I'll still give content to anybody that I have or whatever. I just gave William Glory Hole the Cyraxx just called me. I'll probably play it here anyways, but he literally called me 4 days ago, completely freaking out because he just found out that the DA is inundated with calls and content and videos and other things about him. Shocking, eh? Shocking. Who would have thunk it? So, I don't know. William will get a lot more attention than me, but I guess I can play it for you guys here. You want to start off with that? Again, listen, I'm not... we'll get into some things tonight. I'm not going to expose or dox anybody, but there's... I don't know if anybody saw the stream with Marty where I felt that... I felt that Risky and Apollo, none of it made sense to me. And I smelled a rat a mile away.
I mean, what in fucking God's name could be happening?
So you know how, like, that shit went down with that dude that showed up here?
You mean the what you got charged? What you got charged for? Yeah.
I got you. Well, they got me on simple assault, but we got an even fucking bigger problem. The trolls are sending me to the DA to try to get me locked up for possibly life. I'm not even joking, dude.
Okay.
Like, they're literally sending shit to the DA. I just found out from my public defender that there's people sending to the DA to try to get me locked up for possibly life.
Well, I mean, yeah. I've told you. You fucking have pissed a ton of people off, and you seem to be oblivious to fucking really addressing your problem. I mean, just blowing shit off don't make it go away. Like, where's Risky?
I can tell you right now, dude. Risky's, if anything, Risky's gotten the information to help me out.
Okay, I'm not. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not. We don't have to discuss that.
We need to figure out how to stop these controls because I'm being set up, and it's not looking good right now.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that, but why the f*** are you calling me? Like, seriously, dude.
Listen, dude. Do you not understand? I could be facing prison for the rest of my life because of these goddamn trolls, dude.
Yep.
You need to get your lawyers, do whatever you have to do to stop these people because I'm getting tired of it.
No, you're certainly not the only one tired of this.
I'd like to just point out that that's one of many numerous calls or messages that I get on a regular basis from him. I mean, can you imagine the audacity of him? First of all, he motherfucked me in 3 videos just prior to that. He's sending me voicemails, which I block, but you know what I mean? They still save them in the deleted file so I can go back and recover them. So here he is motherfucking me. He fucking hates me, thinks Risky's the greatest thing in the world. But then, when it comes to actual, like, real court things, like where he's in trouble because he knows that I have fucking rock solid fucking attorneys, he all of a sudden tells me to just put my fucking lawyers on it. Like that doesn't, first of all, like I fucking am like I'm Hop Sing or something like that. I mean, nothing that he does bothers me quite as much as his fucking arrogance to tell me that I have to do things when we're constantly in a situation, especially this time, where I completely fucking went at him saying, look, I'm just, because you won't talk to Marty, I'm just being a go-between. Like, he totally knows I was, like, you know, on Marty's side, and and anything I did was for Marty. Like, you know what I mean? That's where all those calls came from. So to have him say to me, you can get your lawyers on it. I mean, this is what you're dealing with this kid. First of all, that phone call alone should go to the DA just to show how friggin' completely unhinged he is of any kind of understanding about. I wouldn't even say friendship, because I don't think he's got any friends, but just human interaction. It's so bad. Yeah, no, he has no clue. And again, this is why I'm dumping all this tonight. You know what I mean? Because it's just he's not going to change, and people aren't going to leave him alone, and it's out of control, and it's past my comfort zone in the whole thing. So I'm going to the court is really going to come with a reality check. I'm telling you right now. You're not going to be able to pop more charges on them no matter what they present. Like, that's going to have to go through a whole process. But I'll tell you what, if you provide enough of these rage things on stream and everything like that, the DA is going to look at that. The DA is absolutely going to look at that. He's absolutely going to look at that. 1,000% he's going to look at that. Trust me when I tell you. So hang on one sec. This is right after MF Goon bricked his Xbox. I told him that they had I can't think of the name of it. It'll come up in the recording. But I told them that they had, I think it's the Doom execution virus, where they had already blown up all my servers. Like, they had already shut them down. And they were about to do it to him if he didn't stay off the fucking internet.
Because they have a fuck. Really? How are you gonna do it? How are you gonna do it, smart guy? They're gonna fucking activate the Zeus malware on your computer. Your gonna be gone. I tried to warn you. I tried to tell you don't fucking make a move until I can talk to you. Now you're just gonna say fuck me, and now I'm gonna hit. Now I have a morals clause penalty for fucking saying that you would shut your mouth and stop being a fucking asshole. Shut your goddamn mouth, boy. If you don't do something about this, with this motherfuckers, in the next 48 hours, I'm gone. Either you take care of it or I'm gone. And then you lose out on money. And you ain't want money.
I lose out on money. Can you imagine? I lose out on money. He's so fucking delusional. But again, that rage that he's fucking displaying, all that rage has nothing to do with anything happening to him. He's going on Marty's panel, telling Marty to F off, telling him, oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, Marty, I know what's going on. Here was the call. Here was the call the night that Risky was on, that Risky said he decapitated me on panel. This is the call I got at 3:45 in the morning, where I messaged everybody and said, I'm out. I can't fucking listen to this kid anymore. Called me 13 times at 3:45 a.m.
Yo, Michael, we got a 911 situation, man. Give me a call right away. It has to do with all the trolls in general. There's something stinky going on, and I don't like it. So give me a call right away. It's important.
How do you like that? How do you like that? How do you like that? Fucking kids. Just, you motherfuckers me all the time. Which, listen, I don't care. I'm not going to help. I'm not going to do anything for him. I never would. But can you imagine just
motherfucking somebody every day and then calling them like they work for you. Like they work for you. I mean, it's unbelievable to me. I'm fucking sorry. Maybe I'm a crazy person, but I just feel like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, what does he expect me to do? Like, he has these fucking, and this is what I've said before. The reason that I think that the third troll went so great and so hard on him, and the reason that he kept coming back is because he didn't look, because I was not his buddy. That's not what it was ever a thing about. He always saw me as a production company because that's what I was. And then when he like went on friggin' Facebook and got me all fucked up because he changed, I left him one message and he changed his frigging job to audio engineer at Life Giant Media Group, which is my company. The avatar came up because it's a company. It's a corporate, I mean, it's a corporation. So he was all like, you know, like that's never happened to him before. So I'm convinced that he saw me, that he completely thinks that he's a viable money-making machine.
The next day, on July 14th, viewer of the channel Deathbydesign 7 would upload an excellent interview between himself and Sally's daughter, aka the aunt that Cyraxx had disowned a few videos back. I'm just going to do highlights of this interview due to its length of 3 hours, but I would highly suggest you watch it in full.
Alright, how you doing?
Okay, so what is it you need to know about Chance Finley Wilkins?
The man, the myth, the legend. I just wanted to get some insight. I just want to get some insight from your perspective, I guess, because I mean, with everything going on, obviously your mom's going through a lot of shit.
First of all, everything needs to stop. The stealing from my mom's house, I mean, that is ridiculous, right? Because the bench that they stole was at my mom's house because I didn't have it anywhere to put it at my house, but that was my dead husband's gift to my daughter. It's the only thing she would have gotten from my dead husband. It's gone. They stole it.
See, and I understand like that, and I feel, and I'm sorry, you know, like I can't apologize for anyone else, you know, or anything, but you know, I'm kind of hard on your mom sometimes, but I also feel, I think some of us feel that she incubates, exacerbates some of his actions, you know, but
Okay, no.
I know you can also only control him to a certain point, though.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you first of all. Okay, people take my mom completely the wrong way. She has fought Chance for years, okay? And dude finally put his hands on her. My mom is in her late 60s.
Yeah.
Chance is in his 30s.
Yeah.
Chance is actually my mom's grandson.
Right.
His parents are Mark
and Connie, right?
And Connie.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with my mother. I mean, that about my mom sleeping with her children is disgusting.
No, I know. You got to know too. A lot of us, we're very aware of that. Like certain things are said just to rile him up. You know, a lot of us know things like that aren't true. But
she doesn't deserve this. Okay, I understand. Chance, look, I looked at them videos. Okay, I'm not gonna deny what that boy has done. I think he acts like a 5-year-old. I've tried to tell my mother he acts like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Where he sits there and gets so mad that he drops his drawers, jumping up and down, shaking his little winky at people. I mean, come on. My mom is now on a lot of medication. My mom had to get rid of her internet. However Chance is getting on now, my mom does not have control of. We don't know how Chance is getting online.
We're all trying to figure it out too. We're all trying to figure it out too. We want him just off the internet. The honest truth is we want him off the internet so he can't be doing the shit that he does. But that's
it. That's just it. My mom canceled her internet. She has no internet. She has no home phone. She has no TV. She can't pay her bills.
But it goes down to like the base of him always being the problem. And like there's people who are calling.
Here's another thing. What do you guys expect? I mean, what do you guys want my mom to do with him? He's disabled. You can't just put a disabled person out on the street because then my mom will go to jail for neglect. Anyway, he is 32. He uses the vocabulary of a 32-year-old. But if you watch his reactions and how fast he gets angry and all this, he's still a little kid.
Like, I don't know. This is
William
what I don't think.
Glory Hole has
Like,
stepped
I don't
back.
think you understand how many
So-
people like are invested in this. Like, how many people like are watching from the sidelines. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are waiting on July 24th because, you know, I don't think you want to hear this, but they're waiting to see this fucker go down. I believe he also.
He actually thinks that all this stuff is.
Well, he
real.
thinks he's a big YouTuber. He thinks that, which, you know, he doesn't understand the difference between fame and infamy, thoing being infamous.
Well, no,
is not
he also
famous.
thinks that he has these music contracts. He thinks that these it's things that people are pulling on him because they can get away with it and it's funny. And he actually thinks they're real contracts. And Marty is one of.
But it's because, you know, the funny thing is because he's always trying to get a what-up, and it's been since the Marty thing, he's always trying to get any kind of like leverage to come back and be like, you know what, I got something that I'm successful in, and it's ultimately been his downfall. Like, pride is a strong thing.
It's so
Pride is
funny because it was Marty using a false name and all this to make this contract, and he was so excited about and he still believes the contract is real.
Yeah, I remember the Bender Boys and what's goody. Did you see that video? I can send it to you.
I don't go looking for his stuff anymore. Yeah. I've pulled away from it because my personal health and my personal mental state, I don't need involved in him.
See, I fell into this a few months ago. I'm newer to being around because it actually happened just after the fight, and like it was crazy.
I've never considered him my brother. He is my nephew.
Yeah,
and the
100%.
genes that he comes from
Yeah.
are not good genes. Actually, those drinks that you guys see him watch, they're recycled bottles.
Oh.
That's regular coffee with cream and milk and sugar.
Yeah, sounds about right. He never seems to feel amazed.
It
is what it is. Yeah.
Knock it. My mom makes some good ass damn coffee for them damn bottles, but it's recycled. They're recycled Starbucks bottles.
Yeah. Damn.
So my mom's not spending like buku bucks on these.
Right.
Like when I get a Starbucks coffee for myself, I know my mom reuses the bottles. I take them to my mom. I have Dunkin' Donut ones that I need to take over.
Is he on Thorazine, or is he on? He's on.
He know nothing.
Dude, there's no way. There's like times he's sitting there literally like nodding the fuck out, like you know, like he's on dope or something, like literally just nodding. Like at times, like he can't keep his eyes open. And he's like sitting there talking, slurring, like
because he don't sleep.
That's literally just a sleep deprivation.
He does not sleep.
Well,
He'll sleep like 1 or 2 hours. But then he's right back up again, and that's another thing that drives my mom insane because, like, he's on while she's trying to sleep.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like fighting
2 or 4 in the morning. Yeah, like up there screaming.
And mom's trying to sleep. After my mom was in the hospital because of all this bullshit, that's when I went over there and I laid into him about what he's doing, and he needs to keep his goddamn mouth shut. He needs to stay the fuck off the internet and stop going back to these people who is doing this. And like he's egging it on himself. You know, I was going off on, oh my God, I went off on him so bad. And that's when he disowned me. So when he disowned me is when mom took the internet away. She shut it off because it was either shut off the internet or lose her home. Here where we live, there's no actual assisted living where Chance could go. Like there's nothing specific for his type of problems. Like, you know what I mean? Other than being locked up, there's nothing.
See, okay. And I also like I'm from Chicago, so like I'm close to a big city, so I know like the realisticness of like having to be on waiting lists. Like, there's probably one option would be like homeless shelters for a while until, you know what I mean, which no one can do that. I get your mom's not gonna do that to him, so I understand that.
No, it's not that. They're full. She's called around. They're full.
There's some times that like Sally's pulled the internet, and I thought for sure, I'm like, oh, dude, he's gonna whoop her ass for pulling the internet because
he gets up in her face and he tries to put his hands on her, and Ed steps in. Now,
yeah, there's one time that he did that, and Ed popped him in the fucking mouth. And what does Chance do? He hops on fucking panel with a couple of people with a bloody mouth screaming at him, well, gee, like, because they were like, dude, did Ed punch you in the fucking mouth? And he's like, well, gee, if you guys didn't fuck with me, I wouldn't have to freak out. Like, it's not us causing you. You're the one running around like a little fucking angry retard spurging out, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
you know, when Ed did that, he ended up leaving for 2 weeks from my mom's house.
Yeah, we heard the 911 call, and Ed was screaming in the background, and Chan's like, you don't understand, you don't know my life, and Ed's like, I'm out of here. Yeah, we heard it all.
He left for 2 weeks.
He probably needed to decompress. Shit. Like, I don't know. Okay, so Ed, for the longest time, we all thought Ed was kind of funny. You know, we all were like, damn, dude, poor Ed. You know, like, he seemed like a normal one in the house. So we were like, damn, you know, like.
Ed is normal.
And then the more you watch the videos, you're like, oh, damn, he's kind of participating in the covering up, or not the tomfoolery too. Like, he's not a predator.
Okay,
like,
see,
come on.
Okay, wait, hold on.
But hold on, I think Ed I think from his point, he's probably like, man, what am I gonna do? You know?
No, wait, hold on. Well, all this stuff is going on. Ed is at work. Ed comes home. He gets the story. He doesn't get the facts. Ed doesn't see the videos. He gets the story. And so what is the guy supposed to do? He's supposed to believe his woman, right?
Yeah.
So when you guys see Ed reacting with the police there and stuff, Ed had just got home from work. Ed just got the story and the police are there. So Ed's reacting to the story that he got as he got home from work.
Shit. So he just kind of walked into it, and yeah.
Ed gets home. I'm telling you, Ed leaves at 5 o'clock in the morning. Ed don't get home until 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Ed walks in that door every single night as something new. And you wonder why Ed left for 2 weeks after punching the dumbass in the mouth?
But a lot of people don't understand that, and that was the problem.
Okay, see, but people, dude is a biker drunk pothead now.
Oh, so that's the biker gang that fucking Chance grew up around. Because I grew up around, biker gangs. I know.
No, he has not.
Listen. Chance grew up around biker gangs. He grew up around he grew up around street thugs selling crack and fucking like running shit. Like he went to fucking jail and he almost listen. Chance went to jail and fucking like shit shut down. Like they had to shut down movement because Chance Wilkins was in jail. Like the superstar was in jail. So like shit stopped. The fucking COs were in line. Like he was telling COs like, yo, sit your ass down. Like he was running that shit while he was there. He was having a good all fucking time, like, which is weird because
yeah, sure he was.
Like what the weirdest thing is, like when he got out, right? Like he talked to Michael Hacking on the phone for a little bit, and like I've never heard Chance that calm. Like as I heard him in that conversation after he got out of jail, like he sounded so calm and normal, which you thought is the first, like he called him right when he got out of jail, I guess, right when he got home, and fucking you think he would have been going through the roof, and like Chance was completely cool. He's like, I was in there, and it's like he didn't even know what time he went to court because he's talking about like, I got in. He's saying he got on deck at like 8 in the morning, and then his court was like at 8 in the morning. So there was a confusion. Mike was like, "What?" But I don't know. I don't think he knows what's going on half the time. So.
Later that night, Marty would also do a stream called Catching Up with the Little Prince, where he starts watching Cyraxx clips that we saw earlier and denies any knowledge of knowing who Andy Worski is, someone that my Ralph audience is certainly aware of.
Damn, y'all. That was very poignant. That was very, very powerful words by Chance Wilkins, also known as Cyraxx. I was watching a little bit of stuff earlier on the William channel. I'm going to watch some of that as much as I can stand. It's just, I'll be honest, like, it's all pretty repetitive at this point, but why not? I mean, I was watching it, so I might as well. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay. All right. I am kind of curious to see what he says. So that's the truth.
I'm beginning to question of why did I say what I said about that dude deserving it. Well, let me tell you.
Wow. Okay. So the audio is like basically unlistenable.
I did say that that guy deserved it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I didn't say that, because I did. But there's a reason.
Why do I watch Andy Worski? Dude, I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is.
Man.
Marty pointed out how Cyrax's best chance of getting out of this court case was to fire his lawyer and represent himself in court.
This is going to be most people might agree with this, but like, I feel like the system is it's built.
The system's broken. For really, like the mental health system.
How is Cyrax supposed to get a fair shake from a system that's held him down his whole life?
Right.
Like, his only chance of coming out ahead of this is representing himself. And you know, but like that's his only chance at winning this thing, you know, and I think that's what he should do.
At some point later that day, Cyrax found out about the Death by Design interview and would upload a video called Calling Out Death by Design, Calling Out New People.
Alright y'all, so I'm making this quick video because I just saw the 3-part videos of Death by Design. At Death by Design, I'm calling you out, motherfucker. You want to sit there and talk about how I need to take accountability for my actions? How about you guys take accountability for what you fucking did? You say that, oh, anybody that goes against me is the nerd. No, that's you, motherfucker. Anybody that don't agree with you, that's your narrative. That's your narrative, dude. That is your narrative, man. Not mine.
Of course, somehow, Cyrax found a way to drag Marty into this before moving on to Death by Design, then to Aware of Myself, and then back onto Marty and his aunt within the span of 2 minutes.
Oh, by the way, those charges ain't getting raised. That's not gonna happen. Because that son of a bitch that showed up here had no right being here at all. He showed up here to harass my family and incite a riot. I had every reason to do what I did. Every reason. And am I sorry for that? No. I was defending my family. And you know what's sad? Y'all motherfuckers sit there and talk about how, oh, you need to take accountability for your actions. How about you shut the f*** up and take accountability for your actions, dude? How about all of those times that you guys sat there and bullied me and pushed me and attacked me? How about that? How about all those times y'all sat there and harassed my family and went after my f***ing family? Oh, and Dale, for the record, I actually did own a business, but these motherfuckers got it shut down because they don't want to see me making money. So you can shut the f*** up with that. But as for you, Death by Design, you're a piece of shit, dude. You really are. You want to talk about this, that, and the other? You're a f***ing dumbass, dude. You don't see what's really going on. And Marty, I'm calling you the f*** out too, you fat f***. If you hadn't done all this shit to begin with, I wouldn't be in this position, man. If you would have left me the f*** alone when I told you to f*** off, I wouldn't be in this position, man. I don't deserve this. Oh, and Dale, you didn't put me in my place, bitch. I put you in your f***ing place. Get it right. And the reason why I disowned you, because I'm tired of you treating me like a little kid instead of like a grown-ass f***ing adult, like I f***ing deserve. So yeah, I'm calling you out. You sit here and you treat me like a little f***ing kid when you should be treating me like a grown-ass adult. So yeah, I did disown your ass because I got tired of you sitting there treating me like a f***ing child. So f*** you.
Cyrax would then tell us just who the real bad guys were before ending the video.
I'm tired of you dumbass f***ing trolls going around, sneaking around, talking to my family, doing this, that, and the other. I ain't going to no group home, bitch. F*** you. You want the real enemy? The real bad guy? Look in the goddamn fucking mirror, okay? Look in the fucking mirror. You guys are the bad guys. You guys are the ones that start all this. You guys are the reason why I could be facing jail time. I didn't do this. I didn't show up with a sign, harass someone's family. That was you. All you guys did that, not me. So all you dumbass trolls, look in the mirror before you judge someone. You stupid little f***s. Grow up. Stop acting like 5-year-olds. You f***ing dumb shit.
At some point that day, at a point where I couldn't properly put it in the timeline, Cyraxx would go onto the podcast Wayward Discussions. In this interview, Cyraxx would tell us just why he went outside to fight Aware of Myself.
Been in a few. I mean, I've been in a few. I've been in a few like regular fights, but I've never been in like any kind of bar fights or anything.
So what made you, like, seriously, help me understand. Like, you saw that guy in the ninja mat. You saw Ninja Gaiden outside your house. Like,
yeah.
What was you thinking? Like, what was going through your head?
Like, when that dude showed up and I realized who it was, that's when I went out swinging. Just, I had just gotten a text message, or not a text message, but a screenshot from a good friend of mine the day before showing that dude was having a bunch of fucking shotgun shells, like a whole box of them, saying, yo, I'm going to go pay this dude a visit. I'm going to show up and do some shit. And, bro, like, once I saw that dude out there and I realized who it was like, nah, bro, you ain't about to show up here and do this shit. That, man.
So everything just kind of happened and you just jumped to conclusions, right?
Yes and no. Like, I knew who the guy was. Like, when he started talking, I figured out who the hell it was. And once I realized it, just what was going through my head was, yo, this dude might try to do something to my family, so I got to get to him before he gets to them. It's either going to be me or him, and I took the fight to him. I wasn't f***ing around.
Well, what I really, because see, if you go to court, I want you to understand.
Dude, your voice is so f***ing bad right now, dude.
What I said is, if you do go to court, right?
Yeah.
You need to be like, man, I understand. I came from a locked house outside to where people were standing on the sidewalk. Like, I feel that would help your scenario if you told the judge you understand that and repeat it to him and say, look, it was a whole bunch of events that got me on the edge. And that was just, I thought they were here to attack me and harass me. And I just,
yeah.
Like you know what I mean? I stepped outside of myself for a quick second.
Yeah.
But I mean, is that, so you just saw them and you was like, nah, this ain't happening. I'm going to end this, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It was like, as soon as I saw that dude and I knew what he was about, and I remember that dude, sending those photos on Discord and seeing what that dude was doing, it was like, bro, it ain't going down like that.
Cyraxx then explained how him and the King Cobra JFS troll met, and to no one's surprise, she made first contact with him. Cyraxx then tells us how he got her.
So how did y'all get introduced? That's what I want to know.
Huh?
Like, how did this all come to be? I think the world wants to know.
He messaged me.
Oh.
It was definitely really weird. Like, she ended up hitting me. She ended up hitting.
Okay.
Weren't you the one that like hit me up on Instagram or some shit like that?
I was just about to say I made videos.
Well, I hit you up
to try and get your attention.
Yeah.
About a year ago, and then I hit you up on Xbox, and
I do apologize for not seeing those messages, by the way, dude. I do apologize for that.
But that was all like 6 months ago, and I just gave up on it. And then you randomly texted me, and then you ended up going to jail. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So
it was weird, dude. Like, that whole thing was Dude, that whole thing with me going to jail, man, that was like one of the most bizarre scenarios ever. But yeah, like, for all y'all wondering, yes, me and her are together. So all y'all can that want to sit there and don't believe it, that's on you.
I'm still in awe of like how did you nab her? Like, what did you say? What did you like? What?
I was just being myself, dude.
Well, what is? I mean, like, what does Cyraxx? What is the normal Cyraxx? What is the Cyraxx that we don't know of? Like,
so I'm pretty sure, like, even she can tell you, like, if you,
somebody sent a dick.
Like, if you go back until, like, you know, my Facebook days of, like, when I first started streaming on Facebook and when I was doing, like, the early gameplay video days.
Yeah.
Where, you know, where I was just hanging out and chilling out and relaxing and shit like that. That's me. Like, I'm not this terrible monster that these people are trying to make me out to be. Like, I'm a regular ass dude just like anyone else.
Well, I noticed on the game streams, you're a whole different person. Oh, what happened to him?
Where'd he go?
Now, watch out, wrestling fans, because Cyraxx is the new kid on the block.
Yo.
Are you going where?
All right, go ahead. Shoot. You know who it is. Who is this?
Yo. Brand new wrestler on the scene, man. Chase Kill. Brand new dude. We're actually fresh off of the Juggalo independent wrestling circuit, man.
Oh my God.
Hard-ass worker, man. Check this dude out, man.
And he's coming for Van Wayward? What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, stay tuned, everybody. After this commercial break, we may get a conclusion or some kind of response for Van Wayward. Stay tuned, everybody. We're good. That's all I needed to make all this shit work.
Hey.
Hey.
Let's go.
Right on, brother. Right on. All right.
There was nothing else of worth in this call, so we're going to skip the rest of it. The next day, on July 15th, Cyraxx would call the Akron Police Department to get an officer to come to his house so he could ask a few questions and then tell us the story that he's been telling everybody.
Yes, ma'am. My name is James Wilkins, and I was wondering if there's any way that you could put me through to either your guys' captain or the chief of police, because there's something going on that is not right within your guys' department, and I need to speak with one of the higher-ups.
Okay, well, the chief is not in, sir, so I'd have to send a sergeant out for you.
All right, that'll work. Like, if you can get me in contact with, like, a sergeant or something, that'd be great.
Okay, what's going on, sir?
A couple weeks ago, well, this has been going on for a very long time. Over the past 2.5 years, my family has been reporting in cyberbullying incidents that have been going on with me and my family, and we have tried to get your guys' department to do something about all this. And unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, one of those cyberbullies came to my house and incited a riot. And when I protected my family, I got arrested because when I went out there to protect my family, I swung a bat at this individual, not to hurt him, but to get him to leave, as he came from another state, knowingly coming here to incite a riot for me and my family. He gathered up like about 8 of our other neighbors and came there with a sign and actually was on our property at several points in time with our neighbors and kept on, doing stuff that you would normally do at a riot, like having a sign up, doing this, doing that. He was not there to protest. He was indeed inciting a riot. And when
The major came out of state and gathered up your neighbors?
Yes, ma'am. And I don't know why he did it, but
How
he
did
ended
the
up.
neighbors join forces with this total stranger?
He went around before coming down here, and he basically told them all a lie. And he basically gathered them all up, and they all came down here in one big group and began harassing my family, began harassing me,
and at several points stepped foot onto our property. And my family told this man to leave. Like, they told him to leave, and he would not do it.
Officers at that time?
Yes, my mom was on the phone frantically with you guys trying to get a hold of somebody to get this man to leave, and he still refused to leave. So I went out there because I do know the laws about how, the stand your ground law and the castle law. I'm very well versed in that. So I went out there with a bat, and I gave him a very fair warning, like, dude, you need to leave. He would not do it. And when I went to swing at him because he was still on our property at the time, he caught the baseball bat with his bare hands and stepped onto public property. But yet, as a result of me protecting my family, I ended up getting arrested for simple assault when I was just protecting my family.
Well, you know what? An officer would show up to Cyrax's house, so let's do some highlights.
Yes?
Hi, is Chance here?
Who's asking?
That's the police, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Chance, how's it going, man?
Doing good. I don't know if you guys know now, but there's some stuff going on.
I do know. Oh, this morning?
No, like about a week and a half ago.
Okay.
This guy, he came from another state, and but this guy incited a riot by riling up half our neighborhood, coming down here onto our property, and I was protecting our property, and yet I was the one to get arrested. And I want to know why the hell your guys' officers aren't doing your jobs and having that guy get out of here. I should not have been arrested. He should have been...
Well, Chance, okay, we can talk about this if you want, okay?
Yeah.
Where were you arrested?
I was on our property when I...
Tell me, show me.
I was right there in the driveway, right there.
In the driveway?
Yeah, he had came down here with our neighbors. There was about 8 of them. They showed up on our property and began harassing me and my family and put us in immediate danger. And when...
How did he put you in immediate danger?
They were getting in our faces, and you can even ask when said that.
So they came into your house?
No, they came onto our property. We were all outside at the time. They were getting in our faces and doing all kinds of stuff. And when we asked them to leave, they would not leave.
Were they in the grass or on the sidewalk?
Yeah, they were in the grass. The one guy that I swung at, he was initially in the grass on our...
Initially?
Yeah.
But not when you swung at him?
Yeah, no, when I swung at him, he caught the bat with his hand, and that's when he stepped on the public property. He initially was on our property when I swung.
Well, listen, I wasn't here. I didn't arrest you. Okay, we've talked. This is probably the 4th or 5th time we've talked. Do you remember me at all?
Yeah, but what I want to know is...
so this is what I'm going to tell you, okay? Even if you're outside in your own yard, having your own time, okay? If somebody comes over, the best and safest thing to do is to go inside and call the police.
And we did that. We tried calling you guys.
Okay, but listen. Apparently you didn't if you came outside with a bat.
Oh, yeah, we did. We tried calling you guys several times.
Okay.
We called y'all several times.
Okay, I wasn't here, okay? But you decided to go outside with a bat and swing it at somebody, is that right?
Actually, it is, because I have a right to protect my property and my family. He showed up to incite a riot on our property.
Well, that's for the courts. I'm just trying. I thought you wanted to talk through the possibility of why it happened. Okay,
well,
I can't tell you because I wasn't here.
But what I want to know is, why are you guys not doing your jobs and going after these people? Your guys' job is to serve and protect.
Hey,
but yet
Chase,
you guys aren't doing it.
Chase, have I ever done anything to you? Have I ever done anything to you, Chase? Have I ever not arrested somebody for you? Have I ever not taken a report for you?
Yeah, what I want to know is,
listen
why
to me.
are you guys not
Listen to me.
these people?
Okay, every situation's different. Maybe you don't have the proper information when you call.
Oh, we do. We got all the proper information.
Just because you say that this is Joe Smith on Discord doesn't mean that we can send out an arrest warrant or arrest somebody just because that's what you say.
How hard is it to call another district, call another state? 'Cause I know you guys are connected I know y'all.
We're not as connected as you think.
Actually, you guys are. I'm not stupid.
Okay.
All you guys
I know you're not stupid, but
all
we
you
are.
gotta know. Listen, all you guys gotta do.
Okay.
Is
Do you need
call
anything
up
from me, man? Because if you want to sit here and argue, I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'm not going to waste my time arguing with you.
I'm not gonna sit here and be.
Did you call for a specific reason?
Yeah, because I want to know why the hell this dude didn't get dealt with.
I wasn't here, Chase. How am I supposed to know that? You're sitting here yelling at me, who you called for help, and I showed up to help.
But what I want to know is how many times does my family have to call about this?
Maybe until you start taking advice.
Maybe you guys need to start doing your freaking job.
Okay.
My family has called over 113 times for you guys.
I know.
And you guys have done nothing to help. You guys have done nothing to help us. After we called over 113 times for help, you guys have done nothing but let this continue. And this is the point that it got to. And that's not right.
All right, man. See you later.
25.
At some point this day, Boogeyman the Clown and Candle Smith would both get into a call together, simply called Interview. This call actually started out in a way that I could have never guessed.
What's up?
So, I know we haven't been on good terms because we used to be together and we broke up. But because me and you are both getting dragged into some bullshit that involves Chance Wilkins, I wanted to ask you some questions. I'm being completely unbiased, even though I don't like the gremlin-looking motherfucker. So I did a live when I was waiting for you to join a few minutes ago, and I was informed that Chance Wilkins was trying to tell people that I was trying to get with him.
Oh, God.
Apparently to him, according to, I don't remember who, but they said that Chance was telling people that I had asked him out and he rejected me. Now, you know me. Have I ever been interested in another guy?
I'm sorry, you're straighter than a board.
Okay. Another thing.
No offense, in a way, you're a homophobe.
No, I'm not homophobic.
Not fully, but in a way, you're not about that life.
I mean, I'm not about it, but I do support people who are about that way.
Well, I respect it.
A rainbow.
Yes.
Would be the term.
Boogie then starts the interview properly, asking Candle Smith to tell us how her and Cyrax had met.
But okay, back to the topic at hand. I brought you on here to ask some questions. First off, we're going to start with some simple stuff. For those who don't know, who are you? Can you tell everybody who you are?
I am Candle Smith, but I go by Rebecca Leanne Wolf.
And can you tell everybody how you and Chance met?
We met through a mutual friend, which I now call sister. Probably a little over 8 years. We had been roleplay friends, and for whatever reason, he thought roleplay was reality, and he didn't know that what LARPing is. So he went and started doing this whole thing of, oh, I'm really dating Candle and all this. No, he was never dating me. I can assure you that. You think I have the nerve to sit there and go that low and put my standards that low? I don't think so. I have respect for myself.
Now, can I ask you, were you aware that he was going around telling people that your children were his children?
I was not actually aware of that entirely. I heard rumors, but I was not aware of that.
Well, yes. I saw somewhere on one of his very old Facebooks that he posted that you and him are together and that your children were his stepchildren and he was going to help you raise them.
I wouldn't put that child molester near my children. No.
Candle then made the claim that she knows 15 minors that Cyraxx has tried to message.
And why?
There's at least, I want to say at least 15 that I know right offhand that he has done this to.
Holy fucking shit. You gotta be kidding me.
No, unfortunately, I know a lot. Because I've been silent through this whole thing for the most part. And I've been... And my other partner that's sitting here next to me has also been a witness to 90% of these people. We've actually talked to most of the victims because we want to comfort them, because I'm also a victim of his abuse, more or less. That's why I ended up getting the PFA, and it's only one way. He can't contact me, but there's this whole thing of I don't want to contact him, but I very much so could, and it wouldn't have any repercussions to the PFA. So
yes.
Later in the call, Candle would tell us about the Wilkins household's extracurriculars, if you know what I mean.
Here's the thing, Ed needs to be in jail just as bad as Chance, because he's the one that allows him to use Ed's medicines. Okay, Chance actually does use Ed's medicine, and he smokes weed. The whole household does. I know a little more about Chance than most people think I do, because I have been dragged so far down the rabbit hole, or I should say the Chance hole, or the Cyraxx hole, the wonderland of
Cyraxx zone.
Yeah, instead of Twilight Zone, the Cyraxx zone. But yeah, I've been drugged so
Cyraxx.
Don't ruin the show for me.
I've been so far down the rabbit hole, I'm just like, oh my god, can this end already? Like, for real. This dude has been ruining my life for the last 7, almost 8 years now.
And here's the stupid shit. She's left him alone for the majority of the time.
And surprisingly, that's it for the first half of the month. But what should be to no one's surprise is that with the court case still weeks away, Cyraxx would throw all caution to the wind when it came to helping his case and keeping his mouth shut. But what do I know? I'm not a lawyer and I don't pretend to be one. Unfortunately, that's gonna be it for this one. I gotta get back to that Ralph video, and I'm sure you have something else to get back to as well. As always, thanks for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you soon.